Hi friends, in this video we will see what is descriptive statistics. It is one of the type of statistics where we have two types, descriptive and inferential statistics. Today we will see on descriptive statistics. What it is means it is just like it's organizing. Descriptive statistics is in organizing, summarizing, organizing and presenting the data in a meaningful way. We are not going to do any predictions or generalizations here. We will just make use of some of the numerical measures, tables and graphs, and we are just going to do summarizing, organizing and presenting the data. In this we have three different types. Measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, measures of symmetricity. And today we will be in detail studying on measures of central tendency. What is central tendency? It is summarizing a whole data set with only a single center value. Just if we say say a single value, such that it should represent the whole data set. This is the meaning of measuring of central tendency. So in this we have why this central tendencies are used. Measures of central tendency we have to study is to understand the general trend of data. What is the meaning of this general trend of data means? Take an example of uptrend and downtrend. When in case of stock prices, we had stock prices getting increased, getting down, stock shares, yes. So and also seasonal trend. Example, ice cream in summer is sold very in high rate. So to understand this trends, general trends of data, we are going to use this measures of central tendency. In this we have three different types: mean, a median and a mode. So going on to what is the mean? A mean is the sum of all values divided by the number of values in a data set. This is the formula to calculate the mean. Mu is this is the symbol of mu, then summation all the data set, all the values of the data set we are going to add, and we will be dividing it by number of values. This is for the whole population and this is for the sample. X bar is represents for the sample and mu represents for the population. We'll see one of the example. Take a data set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then assigning the x0, x1 to x3, 4 values. Then we get the mean as 3. This is the way for calculating the mean. Now to see, a mean is not good when outliers are present. What's the meaning of outliers? Means, for example, take in house prices. All the house of an area, all the house in the area, almost all the values of houses will be the same, but one or two exceptions where it is built very luxuriously. So that value will be very high when compared to the other values. Then that value become an outlier for our data set. If we apply a mean in those cases, we will not get a accurate value. We will see that example in some time in detail. And this is also mean is also not suitable for the skewed distributions. This mean is also not suitable for the mean is also not suitable for the skewed distributions. A skewed distribution is like where the data are not regularly distributed. Example is take an example of salaries of individuals where all the individuals will have an average salary, but but few will have very high salaries. For those kind of scenarios, if we apply a mean, it will not help us and give an accurate value for our analysis. And next, going on to the mean type of one of the other type of the central tendency is a median. A median is the physical mid value when the data is arranged in ascending order. How we have to find the mean is arrange them in an increasing order and count whether the values are odd or even, total number of counts. If it is an odd, then directly pick the middle data, then that becomes a median. Else take an average of two middle values, then it becomes a median. These are 2 plus 3, 2.5. Here the 3 is direct the median of the data. So now we will study when the concept of outlier. What is, first of all, the outlier is where it is very higher or a lower value when compared to the others, when compared to the other value data in a data set. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 is an outlier here. When we apply for this kind of data sets where we have an outlier, median is preferred. For example, if you take a mean, now the 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 100, 5, then 22 will be a mean. But if you apply a median, then 3. These outliers, normally we remove this kind of outliers when we do that, when we are doing a data processing in the real time cases. So if there in our data set, if there is an outlier, then we have to go for a median, not a mean. What are the advantages of a median is, to see the advantages of median, it is not affected by outliers. One is the main advantage, and when there is a skewed distribution, we usually go for a mean, not a mean. We usually go for median and not a mean. What are the limitations of median? Sometimes while we are applying a median, we would miss considering all the values in the data set. This is the main disadvantages if you apply a median. So this is about the median. So now moving on to the other type of central tendency, that is mode. How do we apply the mode? Mode is the most frequently occurring value in the data set. This is the most frequently occurring value in the data set. Like example 2, 3, 5, 5, 7, 8, 10, which is the most occurring is 5. In this data, the mode is 5. In this data, we have a two values being repeated. So our mode will be 4, 6. The steps is very easy. Count the frequency of each value. Identify the value that appear most often. That becomes a mode. That becomes a mode. So the same here. I have already told you 4, 6 of the modes are here. Here there is no repetition, so we cannot say any mode here. So to see the advantages of applying mode, this mode is usually in the real scenarios. If there is for categorical data or nominal data, we go for a mode type, not a mean or median. The main limitations is when sometimes we will not have any repetitions of values the data set, then no use of applying a mode here. This becomes the limitations of mode. Now all the 3 kinds of central tendencies are over. Now we will see how on summarizing how all the 3 would apply, which is the best measure for applying the central tendency. Mode is best when the data are normally distributed. When the data are skewed, then we go for median. When the data type is categorical, then we go for mode. This is the best. If it is a normal distributed, mean, it is a skewed distribution, it is a median. Categorical, mode. When it is not suitable, when the mean is not suitable, if there is an outlier, then we should not apply a mean. When the small data sets where the middle value is not meaningful, we will not go for median. When there is no repeating of values, we should not apply mode. There is no meaning in applying mode. So to see the real examples, so house prices, we go for median so that we can avoid any influence of luxurious mansions, because these rates are very high. So our calculations of predicting the house prices on an average will become wrong if we consider outliers. So we go for the concept of median where the outliers will not affected with this median. So as we have already seen this, for the exam scores, we go for mean. So more similar, where most students will have similar scores. For the customer preferences, we go for mode, which identifies most popular choices. And now let's see one of the simple small task. Consider we have a data like this, data with it in table format. We have a missing values here. So what missing values? So what would be the when we are doing some data processing, we have to complete this data missing values. So what we have to apply, we will see here. So in the salary, see the data set, there is no outlier, so easily we can go for mean here. Wait, see, there is an outlier 140 is present over here. So do not go for mean, go with the median. So gender, it's categorical, so go with the mode where the frequent value, which is the most frequent value got repeated, is a male. So fill the missing value with male. So age, there is no outlier, so go with the mean, that is 30.5. And this is final summarizing the things. In business, some few of the real world applications in business: finding the average sales of revenue. In healthcare, we go for the median. Recovery time. In education, we go for mode of most common exam scores. In sports, we take an average player performance. Conclusions is, finally to conclude, mean is best if normally distributed. Median is for the data where the data is skewed or where the data is outliers. Mode is used for categorical. Understanding the central tendency helps in this all three would help in decision making, finance, healthcare, and machine learning. We would apply all of these things. Thank you. That's it for today. That's it for in this video. Thank you all for watching the video.